What's up, people? I feel like it's been a while, but we are back with another ZVT. It's always going to be ZVT. This guy says pause? Huh?
Game paused.
Alright, we've got a quick pause, 10 seconds into the game. What is this guy? Something's wrong with his screen. So, let's hang tight while he attempts to fix it. And didn't even get a chance to introduce these guys, so let's do so now. This is the pink Zerg Timbo Slice
Game resumed.
up against the orange Terran B-Breed. Now, I don't know if you guys saw that in the loading screen, but Timbo is about to eat an entire bag of gummy bears. I don't know if these are sugar-free gummy bears. Hopefully for his sake they are not. Hashtag IYKYK. And yeah, this guy's he's nomming on some gummy bears while playing StarCraft, so let's see if that affects his performance in any way. Obviously, you probably have to take your hand off of the keyboard or mouse to grab some gummy bears, unless he has them like right in front of him at the base of the keyboard in a tray, and he just kind of bends his face down to grab them with his mouth. And Timbo is opening up with a very fast 3-hatch. I hate this build a lot. I really, really hate it. I hate it so much. I hate this build. I despise this build. And I'll tell you why. Because look, this spawning pool is about to finish. At the same time, this hatchery is about to finish. But he only has money for one queen. He delayed his gas, so he can't start his speed just yet. And now that this hatchery is done, he can't start that queen just yet. So there's like a good 20 or so seconds staggering these two queens. And that's going to throw off your injects. Obviously, like I said, your speed is delayed. And yeah, it just kind of throws everything off. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So look, there's the queen. He's not even injecting, but just imagine for a second. Okay, he's gonna drop a creep tumor instead. But yeah, like, he drops the creep tumor, second queen's popped out, and that's gonna be delayed. So then this queen's gonna get her energy back in a few seconds. Meanwhile, this one still not gonna have energy for a while. It just makes things really messy. I don't like it. And then this third is done, but you can't even mine from it just yet. You have the extra production, sure, but not that important right now. Also, what is with this transfer? That's like a long way to go for those drones. Now, over on the side of the Terran, he's doing things by the book. Playing how you're supposed to play. This is like Terran versus Zerg 101, right? No, I don't actually know because I'm pretty trash at Terran, but this seems good, right? We've got some barracks. We've got a factory producing tanks. Got a starport, making a Viking just for overlord hunting, I suppose. This overlord is going to fly in and spot about everything. It's going to get taken out eventually, but it confirms what B-Breed is doing. It's able to scout that there's no fusion core, no battle cruisers on the way, no banshees, nothing super cheeky like that. And this Viking just gonna patrol the skies looking for overlords. Gonna get this one here. It's a good way to open. It's very annoying for the Zerg player to be losing your overlords like that. The Zergs obviously like to put their overlords around the map for vision, for map presence. So early Viking, good way to shut that down. Now Timbo is getting his lair, and he's getting a nice swell of lings. It seems like this is just going to be defensive because he doesn't really know if and when B-Breed is moving out. He is sending a ling in right now for a scout. Not really going to see a whole lot. So Timbo can't be feeling too comfortable right now. Going to be starting up additional Zerglings. So his drone count not really going to be as good as it can be right now. Look at all these lings doing absolutely nothing. And this is a major problem with a lot of Zerg players at all levels. From bronze up to GM, honestly. Just producing units when you don't need them. Like all these Zerglings. 69 Zerglings, nice. But imagine if he didn't make half of them. Imagine if 30 of them were drones instead. He would be in such a good spot right now. But as it stands, he's only 5 workers ahead of the Terran player. And that's less than ideal, for sure. B-Breed is moving out, it seems. He's got a handful of Marines, a couple tanks, and let's see what Timbo can do. He's just going to roll in off creep. B-Breed was not sieged, so this is a huge opportunity for Timbo. He swallows up all the tanks, even gets a Viking with his queens. There's some miscontrol from B-Breed. Shouldn't really be losing your Vikings like that. And certainly not your tanks. That's going to put B-Breed in a very sticky situation, but he's somehow feeling bold enough to drop a command center on the low ground. I don't think that is a good idea. Timbo taking that overwhelming victory early on, looking for a counter damage, and oh, the wall is wide open. That means he's just going to get in. The upper wall is wide open too, so this is a disaster for our Terran player. He has run back with everything, but that's not a whole lot. And his main and natural essentially gonna be forfeit. All these SCVs gonna go down. Lings and Banes just going to town right now. 39 SCVs have gone down. And this is a little disrespectful, just morphing a bunch of Banelings in your opponent's face. A few of them might finish, actually. And they do get an okay connection there. But that was some massive damage. Oh lord, only 4 SCVs left. I think this game is effectively over. Timbo not really macroing back at home though. 2,000 minerals in the bank. He is focused on trying to kill his opponent. Hasn't really been injecting, as we see this queen with 80 energy. This one 71. This one with 83. So yeah, I've been kind of slacking in that department. Now B-Breed going all in. This is his only chance. And this is how you might throw the game, Timbo. Just running in carefree with your lings like that. Oh my god, what are we seeing? He just lost all his lings. He's down to 13 army supply. He has a Terran army at his front door. Is this gonna work? Oh my goodness. What are we witnessing? Lings are gonna pop out to their deaths. Look at how staggered they are, just trickling in from every angle. I cannot believe this. Is B-Breed gonna pull this off? Oh my god. No way. Timbo. Timbo! Oh my god! More lings popping out, but oh no! They're just trickling into their deaths. No! No, you need to morph banelings. You need a... Oh! And he's pulling the drones. B-Breed's gonna lift off. And maybe Timbo's gonna stabilize. Oh my god. B-Breed, he's not done. He should be pulling everything. Pull all the boys. Cancel this barracks. Like, there's no way you can come back in the economy. Just go balls to the wall right now. That's your only chance. But is it too late? Timbo now has morphed some banelings, and I think that should be it. Oh my god, it was so scary there for a minute, but I think Timbo has stabilized, and B-Breed perhaps not recognizing the situation, not going for the killing blow. Of course, it is hard to identify that. Gonna lose this command center as well, as the Lings going to just bypass the army, actually. And this is not really ideal. Just kind of derping around, but he is gonna get on out of there. B-Breed's still hanging on, but he's pretty dead at this point. And wow, that was close. I think B-Breed really could have potentially won the game there. But now Timbo, I don't see a world where he throws this. And B-Breed, not a whole lot left from him. It's mining off of 2 bases, 5 SCVs. This one's not even working. That's 20% of your workers right there. B-Breed trying to go for some drop harassment. Gonna lose more bio. Gonna lose that medevac. Oh no, it had units in there. And yeah, we're just witnessing the slow death of B-Breed here. And I'd like to point out Timbo has a Spire. He has had it for a good 4 or 5 minutes or so. No air units on the way. Hive almost completed. And there we go. GG gets called. And Timbo is going to take that game. Number 1. Welcome back. Wow, what a way to kick off this series. It looked like Timbo had that game completely dominated, and then the all-in counterattack almost won it for B-Breed. But Timbo was able to hang on, stabilize, and clinch it out in the end. So here we are, game number 2 between the pink Zerg Timbo Slice and the teal Terran B-Breed. And it looks like this map gonna be Glittering Ashes, a rather large map. Don't think that'll really influence either of these guys and what they're doing. It's gonna be a hatchery first from Timbo, and standard 1 gas barracks out of B-Breed. Who is going for an SCV scout? Now, he doesn't do this every game, so I'm wondering why. Like, what games does he do that on? I don't know. But he is going to poke in with the SCV, spot that everything's pretty normal, and Timbo once again going for this garbage build. I really hate this build. I am not going to stop talking about it. This is just, it makes no sense to me. You go for this super early third, but like you can't really, it doesn't really do anything, and then now your timings are all off. Normally you would go hatch gas pool, you get 100 gas, you can start your speed right away, you start 2 queens right away. It works out. Now he's got 1 queen on the way, his gas is late, he can't even start this queen just yet. I hate this build so much. Look how late this queen is. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's so late! Oh my god! I hate this build. I hate this build. Where is this Overlord going? This might go down, actually. In comes the Reaper, gonna try to find some damage. We're gonna see these Lings dance. And you should not be taking your Lings off of creep. Only chase on creep. Because the Reaper is too fast. And even on creep, Ling's probably not gonna catch it. It looks like that Overlord did go down. Yep. So already pretty substantial lead from B-Breed. Look at this. See, now your energy's staggered. You missed that inject. I saw that. And then this inject's halfway done. This one just started. I hate this build. We've got B-Breed. He's got his expansion up and running, morphing that into an orbital. And once again, going pretty standard. This is kind of the exact same thing he did last game, I believe. 3 racks, factory, starport. Got an Overlord here, poised to fly in at any second. Got to be careful of this radioactive material. I don't know what exactly is radioactive here. Maybe these minerals? I don't know. But maybe the Zerg has kind of evolved to withstand that. Maybe it's not really a concern. And in he goes for the scout. Gonna spot everything. And B-Breed once again with no wall at the front. And that's a pretty big opportunity for a more aggressive Zerg. But B-Breed perhaps playing into his opponent's style. Recognizing he doesn't really need the wall that early. Cutting some corners here and there. Now we've got Timbo just droning up. Third base. well on its way to being saturated. A couple Evo chambers on the way. Double gas at the natural. One at the third as well. Not taking the second one in the main. Now, I don't know if that's intentional, but I like it because this one is easier to get. So you can always get it a little later on. Ling Scout, gonna spot the move out. Very good timing on that Ling Scout. So Timbo should be fully aware that the little push is coming his way. He's got 20 Zerglings in production. Needs to start that Baneling speed ASAP as possible. Gonna be morphing in some Banelings now, and 500 minerals in the bank. You want to make more stuff. Losing another Overlord there. Even going for a Spore Crawler, that's kind of odd. And these two Queens, no! And this push looking very scary. Couple Widow Mines in the fray. And how good are the connections? They do get a chunk of Lings. Timbo doesn't really have too much left. He's going to waddle in with his slow Banelings. The split's pretty good out of B-Breed. Wow, when did this guy learn how to split? That was pretty... And that means this push is gonna continue. This third most likely gonna go down. 5 drones already going down. The rest of them evacuated to this little corner here. B-Breed not focusing on those. And Timbo trying to secure his defense over here in front of the natural. And yeah, no Baneling speed on those. Should have started that earlier. Might have it in time now. But it's very dicey, and B-Breed splitting once again. Pretty good control thus far from the Terran player. Can he keep it up and carry this to a victory? It looks like yes, I think so. Timbo in a lot of trouble right now. Only 65 supply. He's got 1.3k in the bank, but not enough larva. And the Ling's not going to be enough to clean this up. This Queen doing her best, throwing her little darts at the Medivacs, but she's just not enough. And second Queen over here, not really going to accomplish a whole lot. Ling's going to trickle in, but this is going to be the end, I think, for Timbo in this game. Broodlings from the Evo Chamber helping out, but that's not even going to be enough. And yeah, that's going to do it. GG gets called. B-Breed evening up the score. Welcome back. We are all tied up in this ZVT series between the pink Zerg Timbo Slice and the red Terran B-Breed. B-Breed switching up his colors every game, keeping his opponent on his toes. Playing the mental warfare game in addition to StarCraft. I like that. And red, a very fierce, aggressive color. See if B-Breed can use that to his advantage in game number 3. And looks like gonna be pretty standard stuff from both players once again. No real surprise there. Neither player are really the type to go for any type of cheese. So yeah, gonna be standard hatch first. Let's see if he goes for the pool and third again. Yep, he's doing it again. I hate this build. I don't know if I've told you guys, but I hate this build. I really do not like this build. B-Breed going for an SCV Scout once again. I'm gonna just spot that everything is seemingly normal. There's that third Overlord flying in once again, and this why does he send it on this path? Why not just go straight for this perch? Now he's gonna lose this Overlord yet again. And what? I don't understand this. This, like I said, this build, that's just a build. I think that's all it is. It's a terrible build. And that's why. This gas, super late. This queen gonna pop out shortly. But this queen still got a few seconds to go. I hate it. I hate this build. Now B-Breed going for something cheeky. Starport in the back of the minerals. You know what that means. Battle cruisers are in the forecast. Now look at this. This queen has enough energy to inject, but no inject because maybe Timbo's like thinking, oh, this queen doesn't have enough energy. So now it's like, it's all thrown off. I hate this build. And here we go. Fusion core. And Timbo gonna need to sniff this out, but it's gonna be very difficult with these Marines patrolling the area. Maybe if this Overlord kind of sneaks in through the back here, but it's traveling in such a way that the Marines should be able to intercept. Let's see if B-Breed is able to steer them into the right direction, and it looks like maybe it will spot it just barely. Can this Overlord? He spots the starport, spots the tech lab, and that is cash money. Now Timbo throwing down spore crawlers. 2 at each base. That is quite a hefty investment. Slow Lings trying to do some work, but not able to really do anything there. And yeah, I think Timbo is going to be just fine against the battle cruisers, but he needs to be careful not to overcommit to the anti-air. You do see that he is just fine right now in terms of workers, 38 to 24. And this first battle cruiser gonna warp in, and not really gonna be able to find a lot thanks to the spore crawlers. Let's find a small opening here. Might be able to get a queen. That's something. And another one. It's about as much as he can hope for. Maybe try to lay some additional damage onto this hatchery. And in fact, it's going to chase that queen, is going to get it, taking additional damage onto the battlecruiser. But it's going to be able to get away. 5 kills there, not too shabby. But here comes the follow-up, and did Timbo see this? I don't think so, because he's just droning up behind this. He has no army, and I do believe he has been utterly bamboozled. He does see this now with the creep tumor, but is it too late? I think yes. He has 3 siege tanks on his creep, and there is no army units on the field. And Timbo is in a world of trouble, only just now starting his 32 Zerglings. That means this army has a lot of time to do something. These queens not gonna be enough to hold off everything. Ling's running out now, but I don't think that's gonna be, actually maybe. Okay, alright Timbo, even getting the battlecruiser, that is huge. That is some miscontrol from B-Breed. I think he could have gotten away with that. But wow, what a clutch defense there. I thought he was utterly dead. He had nothing when the tanks were already here. But well done from Timbo. Just squeaking by with that defense by the skin of his teeth. Never understood that saying. How do you... Why... That doesn't make sense. Like, your teeth don't have skin. Somebody get Merriam-Webster on the phone for me. I don't understand that saying. I need to talk to a manager or something. How do you get by the skin of your teeth? Anyways, Timbo going for a Spire here. Spire is an excellent structure in ZVT. Of course, it allows Mutalisks, and Mutalisk, a very good unit if you know how to control them, if you have the ability to micro them and continue doing your stuff back at home. So for Timbo, maybe not the best idea, but we'll see how it goes. And let's make some predictions, shall we? How long after the Spire finishes until we see Mutas in production? 2 minutes? 7 minutes? It's done, and he starts up 18 more drones! Clock is ticking, no Mutas in production. He starts up some more Overlords, gets his 2-2, gets air upgrades, gets Overlord speed, but no Mutas just yet. This is classic Timbo, not getting any Mutas, even though his Spire is ready. And B-Breed probably not too happy with the way this game has opened up, but he has gotten himself up to 3 bases. He needs to like siege these tanks. He does this a lot, just kind of hanging his tanks around, and that is so scary. This BC gonna hunt down some Overlords, but like, yeah, imagine if, I don't know, 60 Zerglings just ran in, ate up all these tanks. That would be a disaster. He only has 2 tanks sieged in the back here. And just need to point out that there have still been no mutas in production. Alright, there we go. 15 mutas. Finally. But, oh, look at this. We've got 2 SCVs and a Marine just following this one SCV around. And this guy has some gas in his hands. Looks like he came from this refinery here. Tiny little mistake from B-Breed, who is now moving out. Gonna catch a couple mutas. But these 9... Yeah, that's 9. Wow. These 9 mutas gonna show up, do some work, and that's gonna force B-Breed to go in with this attack, go for a base trade almost. These mutas continuing to do work. Missile turrets have not been able to get up. And Timbo, oh no! He crashes everything into the tanks, but that means he only has 5 banelings remaining for the Marines, and that's not enough. So these Marines are going to be able to do so much work. That is not how you want to take that fight. Mutas come back home, and they're going to be able to help against this battle cruiser. But what about all these Marines? And these lings once again just trickling into their deaths. No, 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 no. And that, folks, is how you throw a ZVT. Step 1, go for a garbage 3-hatch build. Step 2, lose half your mutas flying across the map. Step 3, waste most of your banelings on tanks. And yeah, that's about it. Well, hold on. I guess he is gonna clean it up eventually, but at what cost? 2 bases have gone down. He still has this base here, so he's not dead, but he's dying. He's definitely dying. But he's not dead. And I think if he's able to use up some of this bank, he might be just fine. And B-Breed, gotta be careful with how he does this. Timbo gonna just run in, crashing some banelings into tanks once again, but he has enough to back it up. And B-Breed is forced to lift off now. And Timbo gonna go for a counterattack. That is a big opportunity, I think. Not a whole lot here from B-Breed. Does have a couple tanks here, so it should be okay. And only 2 banelings in the mix here. Gotta drop off some of your Marines though. And he does do so. But Timbo has survived. And things are pretty close now, so maybe I was a little too over zealous, is that the word? Calling it there. But Timbo is not out of the woods just yet. Now he does have a hive. He did just get his adrenal glands. He's getting an Ultralisk cavern. But he still has so much money in the bank. His army is not very good compared to B-Breed's. So Timbo not quite out of the woods. And here comes B-Breed going for another attack onto this fifth base. I don't even know what you call it. Timbo running back home with all his lings. Might be able to get a lot of these tanks. Gets 2 of them, but loses all his banelings. No. Alright, I think at this point I'm ready to call it. This is going to be a B-Breed victory. And yeah. So, what step was I on? It was... I don't know, but after the few steps that Timbo took to throw this game, now run more of your Lings and Banes to die. And yeah, this is just too much Terran at this point. Ultra's not in time. Going to be losing this base as well. Lings and Bane's going to run in, but nope. GG. And B-Breed going to take the lead. Welcome back. This is game number 4 in this ZVT series between the pink Zerg Timbo Slice and his red Terran opponent B-Breed. So yeah, game number 3, Timbo kind of threw that, I feel. Made a rather miraculous hold, and then took some less than ideal engagements. Game number 4, Timbo once again going for the hatch first. B-Breed once again going for a SCV scout, and Timbo playing standard? He's going for a hatch gas pool? No early third? I like this. I like this a lot more than his old build. Oh no! Where's this drone going? What is this build then? You're going for a hatch, gas, pool, hatch? No. Oh no. I hate this. I hate this build. I don't know if you guys watching are aware, but I hate this build. Look at this. Pool finishes. He has the 100 gas, but he could only start 1 queen. And now he has 150 minerals. Does he start the second queen? Yes. Okay, he starts the second queen. But he can't start the speed. Now he can finally start the speed. But he has no money for links. And it's just all messed up. No! This queen has energy. Goes for the inject. But where's the second queen? She's not here. She's not here! Because this build is garbage. And oh, you have a third hatch. Only just now do you start the third queen. And what are you gonna do? You can't even mine out of this just yet. There's the forelings. You don't need this extra production just yet. Normally you kind of start the third around now, and that would be fine. It looks like these Marines picked off an Overlord, by the way. This guy got it. Good job. Good job, buddy. And this Overlord squeezing by in the back in prime position to scout out this fusion core. It's once again going to be battle cruisers. And in it goes. I'm gonna spot everything. There's the fusion core. And if I were Breed and I got this scouted out so early, honestly, I would probably just abandon ship. Abandon the strat. He's gonna be ready. Breed given an LOL. And Timbo not even going for that many spores. And that's fine. I think one spore per base is enough, and get like 10 queens. Timbo, however, 800 minerals. What are you doing, man? 7 more drones on the way. Still has 600 minerals. Hello? He's probably busy eating his gummy bears. In comes the battlecruiser. In between the second and third. Kind of a weird location here. Not the best spot, but is going to get one queen, and I think one of those transferring drones. Gets a second queen. Huh. No transfusions out of Timbo. He does drop one there. Can we get a transfuse to save this Overlord? Wait. Okay, that was anticlimactic. But yeah, pretty solid defense there from Timbo. However, his droning and not good. Only 27 workers. A bunch more just spawning now. Gonna put him on 35. That's a little bit better, but still could be better. Now B-Breed. He's undeterred, continuing the BC production, and you know, I don't hate that. Maybe Timbo thinking, oh, I held that off easy, he's not going to commit anymore, so it's a nice little gamble. And WTF, do I have a new skin? We do see this skin here from Timbo, but I don't believe the players are able to see it. I'm not sure. This is the Leviathan skin. Everything's a little bit more spiky. Then yeah, look at these Zerglings. They got some more spikes on them. Why my mutas look different? Oh, this guy's just being cheeky. Okay. But yeah, look at these Overlords. They got spikes on them. It's pretty badass. Where are the queens to help defend? Oh, here they are. venturing off creep. What are they doing? You see a big Ling counterattack, but not running in time. Going for a Baneling nest. Now this BC needs to get to work. And it does. Good job there. From the Admiral? What kind of rank do you need to pilot a BC? I don't know. But the Baneling bust has commenced. Supply depot's going down, but the tanks are enough to clean that up. All in all, solid defense there from B-Breed. Not without casualties, however. And Timbo looking like he wants to continue this, and I don't know about that. More Lings on the way, and we do see his worker count suffering a bit. 40 to 35, not ideal. And yeah, the wall gonna be repaired now from B-Breed. These Lings not really gonna accomplish a whole lot here. And what are you doing? No! Lings just running into the meat grinder. That is bad. And now he starts up drones. What? This is completely backwards. He should have started drones after the bust. And now this Terran's moving out. And you have nothing. Timbo's on 22 army supply. His queens trying their best, but can't even transfuse in time. No! 18 more Lings in production. I don't think that's going to be enough. And B-Breed actually taking a page out of Timbo's book, floating 2k minerals. And Timbo running in with just Lings once again. Gonna get a couple of the tanks, but that's about it. And this is gonna be the end of Timbo in game number 4. This base, no hope of getting up. Should be cancelled. And GG. B-Breed gonna put himself up 3-1. Welcome back. This is game number 5 in this series between the pink Zerg Timbo Slice. And this time back to the teal Terran player B-Breed. It has been all B-Breed the past 3 games. And Timbo gonna need to do better. I don't know what else to say. First of all, stop that 3-hatch build. It's garbage. I hate it. And second of all, I don't know what's second of all. Play better. So I'm going for the hatchery first. That's a standard so far. Please just let's go for a normal build this time. And B-Breed, uh-oh, what's this? Going for 2 gases once again. Is he doing BCs for the 3rd time in a row? It's 3, right? I think so. 3 times in a row. And oh no, Timbo's going for the pool. Wait. What? I don't really know what he's doing. Normally you go for hatch gas pool, but he went for hatch pool gas? No drone being sent to the third, so I don't really understand what this guy's doing. But it's better than the 3-hatch build, so fine. I'll allow it. B-Breed going for the SCV Scout once again. Timbo with the Overlord. Gonna take some shots, but is able to get on top of this projection of planets going on here, whatever that is. And yeah, I mean, this is certainly better. You got 2 queens at the same time. Now his timing on that was a little wonky, so I don't know. But he is able to start speed, and he's continuing to mine gas. So are we going to see a Baneling bust in this game? Would need a Baneling nest soon. It does look like he's committing quite heavily into Zerglings. B-Breed. Ooh, it's not BC. It's gonna be 2 factory Hellions. And I'm assuming this tech lab is for Blue Flame. Let's see if he gets that. Yep, there we go. And this is a very strong build if your opponent has no idea. And at this point I feel like pull out of gas. You don't really need that gas anymore, but ooh, hold on. It's not pure Blue Flame Hellions. He's getting Cyclones as well. So this is that battle mech style. It's a very mobile army. And this is quite good against Lings. But the Banelings are the real X factor. And here comes Timbo with his 42 Lings. 8 Banelings on the way, and he has no idea what's going on at the front of B-Breed's base, what kind of units he has, so he's pretty blind in this, but here he comes now. He spots the Hellion Cyclone, and B-Breed gonna back up, needs to get to the safety behind his wall, and oh, wait. Why did those Banes explode over there? I don't know if that was like a manual detonation or they crashed on like a single unit there, but that was bad news for the Zerg player. And the biggest threat of a Baneling bus is that initial attack. Now, B-Breed, he's got a lot of units, and Timbo is in a bit of trouble back at home. He's only on 20 workers, and he's got Blue Flame Hellions coming his way. They're just gonna roast up these Zerglings. These Banelings are gonna need some magical connections, but I think that's gonna be tough given that they have no speed. And single G gets called. B-Breed with yet another map under his belt. Welcome back to game 6 in this ZVT between the pink Zerg Timbo Slice and rocking the red once again. It's a Terran player, B-Breed. B-Breed on a bit of a streak, 4 games in a row. And Timbo with no good answer. And I think the bailing bust came just a little too late. Waited until he had like 40 something lings. And by that time, B-Breed had a lot going on back at home. But yeah, I don't know if hitting earlier might have done it. Hard to say. But this map gonna be Pride of Alteris, the largest map, of course. And if there's ever a map to do a silly 3-base opener, it would be this one. But looks like he's going for a hatch gas pool. That's fine as well. And I'd honestly like to see either of these players go for a cheeky gold base. Don't think we'll really see that come into play, but could be cool. And this gold base has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mineral patches. Normally gold bases on other maps only have 6. So this one, you can transfer 16 workers to it right away and mine so many minerals. Could be a really cool play. And where's the speed? So the pool finishes, 2 queens on the way, and where's the speed? Like, what is going on here? There we go, finally starting to speed. About 15 seconds late or so. Not the hugest of deals on this large map, but something to point out. And he is continuing to mine gas now. 4 lings on the way. No third. And this is around the time you would get a third. So I wonder if Timbo is thinking of a bailing bust yet again. And yeah, there we go with the bailing nest. And B-Breed going for double factory yet again. So are we going to see a repeat of last game? These 4 lings, not really sure what they're doing. They're just kind of chilling in formation here. 2 leading the pack. And oh, one of them gonna go down. Overlord floating on in for a scout. Should be able to spot at least one of the factories, I think. Yep, spots that. And oh, I don't think he spotted the second factory. He spots the tech lab, so he might assume that that's a starport. But no real reaction there. He's going to start up 14 more Zerglings. I think it's just going to be for defense here, as we do see these Hellions starting to move out. Not going to wait for the blue flame upgrade. He's just going to go for it. Nice little wall off by Timbo here. Nicely done there. Oh wait, it's not even a full wall, but the queens can plug up that little gap. We've got Marines, Hellions, and a single Cyclone here. Just chilling, not really threatening anything. They're just hanging out, having a good time. And look at this. Blue Flame only just now completed, but they had that Blue Flame little fire thing going on before it finished. How curious. Now, Timbo, he does have his lair done, but no Baneling speed on the way just yet. And why? Like, you got your lair tech, but no lair tech on the way. Like, no Baneling speed, no Hydralisk Den, no Spire. Nothing that you actually needed a lair for. So why go for that early lair? Now we do see the Baneling speed on the way, and Beebree just hanging out on creep. I don't like this. You're just chilling. Timbo has full vision of this. He can assess the situation. He can see how much he needs to break out, and when he feels comfortable, he can go for it. But this is not the time. No, Timbo. No, 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 no. Timbo's actually going for missile upgrades, implying that he wants to commit to roaches and potentially hydras and lurkers. He's gonna walk out with his slow banelings. Does get one tank, but no, 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 no! Don't waste your banelings like this. Ah! Does get the second tank, but at what cost? You've lost all your banelings, and now what do you have? 30 lings only just now starting. Timbo once again not spending his money in a timely fashion. And this Terran army gonna have free reign for another couple of seconds. And what's gonna happen with these Zerglings? They're just gonna stream out, get that tank, which is nice. But I don't know if they can take the rest of this army. Actually, it looks like, yeah, the damage has been done. 21 drones have gone down. Timbo is only down to one base, effectively. Likewise, however, the Terran not really starting to mine off of this natural just yet. So here comes a counterattack from Timbo. And there's not that much Terran, so let's see if he can find a way back into this. He does get a tank, but 4 Hellions, some Marines should be more than enough to hold this off. Now Timbo has a lot of money in the bank. He's trying to go for a Spire. And I think that's a good choice, but he needs to survive long enough. Can he do that? No, he's going for missile. I did mention that earlier, but we haven't seen any ranged units aside from Queens. He does have this Roach Warren, but I don't think a single Roach has been produced just yet. Yeah, no Roaches or anything, just Queens. So that's kind of weird. But this Overlord spotting this, and Timbo should know that it's coming. He's got more Zerglings on the way. And I can't help but wonder if this upgrade was a mistake. These Lings gonna run out and protect the third. The natural is in danger right now. This Queen running into its death. Bane's crashing into a tank. Oh no. But he does get both of the tanks at the cost of almost all his Zerglings. Scratch that, all his Zerglings. And now there's 1,000,000 Hellions in his base. Single G gets called and B-Breed with a 5-1. Welcome back. This is game 7 in this ZVT series between Timbo Slice and B-Breed. B-Breed winning the last 5 games. This is pretty brutal. And let's see if he can make it 6 in a row, or can Timbo finally get himself back into the winning column. He is going for gold base. Alright. I like this. Being a little bold, being a little adventurous. B-Breed going for just 1 gas for now. And yeah, let's see what these players have in store for us this game. Doesn't look like B-Breed is going for mech or BCs this time around, as Barracks is just finishing up. Gonna start things off with a Marine. And of course the Orbital. Timbo going for a gas and pool. No 3-hatch this time, thank God. Overlord gonna float on in, take a little peek. Should be just fine. It can evacuate over here. B-Breed following things up with a factory and an expansion. That's pretty bold there. Is the Barracks gonna lift off, try to get sight of this Overlord. Timbo with the hefty transfer to the gold minerals, and that's exactly what you want to do. Transfer 12 right off the bat, fully saturate this gold base, and we're going to see that income for the Zerg player just skyrocket. As we see there, that was when they were transferring, but now that they've been mining for a few seconds, boom! It's going to shoot up for the Zerg. This Overlord, somehow, some way, still alive. Is it finally gonna meet its end? Oh, the Marine's not chasing. Okay. Oh, alright. They do get it in the end there. So Timbo losing that Overlord. He's now once again in the dark, not going to be able to see what's going on at the front. Doesn't have a scout of the move out of B-Breed. But with his gold minerals, Timbo going for looking like another Baneling bust, I suppose. And that's a good call because you have so much extra minerals. He doesn't have the production, really. Needs to get this base up and running. The Baneling nest, moments away from finishing. But B-Breed already has a tank. Second one gonna be popping out shortly. So I don't know if a Baneling bust can really work here. Overlord not gonna spot a whole lot. Does see the factory with the tech lab, so he should be pretty aware that it's not anything too cheeky. And this door is open. The Ling's just gonna stream in. Ah! And I think Timbo might be getting his second map here. Setting his Zerglings on the command center, not really what you want to target. Go for SCVs, anything, because the command center can lift off. So not really game-ending damage, but that's good damage for sure. 5 SCVs going down. I think he got 1 tank? Yeah, 1 tank, 5 SCVs, 4 Marines. Certainly a costly investment. As we do see, the Zerg has lost more minerals, but he does have that gold base. So he is okay right now. 47 now. 54 drones. His layer is on the way. He's got Carapace on the way. But not going to be able to end the game there. Now Timbo has secured himself a solid lead. He still has this gold base up and chugging along. Scan going down from B-Breed in the main base. Not really going to spot a whole lot, but he does see that the layer is not done yet. So B-Breed is going to be safe from mutas or anything like that for at least another minute or so. Of course, we don't know if it is a Spire. We do see that coming down now. But it is, like I said, a bit of a ways away. B-Breed will need to identify that soon. But he is okay. And he's just getting up his units, getting additional barracks. And getting missile turrets. 1 missile turret, rather. And I don't know how or why he decided to go for that, but it's a good choice. Yeah, there was no follow-up scan, so kind of just a safety missile turret, and that's good, I guess, because Timbo is going for a Spire. And it's just going to be Marines and tanks out of B-Breed. He is starting medevac production. He's going to move out now with his combat shields upgrade. Timbo has a whole bunch of lings, but no banelings. And that, no banelings, no problem. He does morph some in now, so B-Breed gonna be in some trouble actually if Timbo goes for an attack, I think. Or if B-Breed goes for an attack and gets caught in the middle of the map. Oh, yeah! B-Breed gonna stim, try to kite backwards, and the tank's actually doing a lot of damage to the banelings, but he does lose all the frontal tanks and is gonna lose his final tank in the back. And his bio army looks like they're gonna get caught as well. Oh no, that was very bad for B-Breed, but he has held. This tank somehow survived. He has held. I didn't really expect that, but he is okay now. And why does this always happen? Look at all these SCVs just following another SCV. Why does he always do this? I don't understand. And then we've got SCVs just chilling after they made their supply depots. Like, look at this. B-Breed, you gotta tell your work, just like click B, S, and then shift, right click the minerals. Tell them to go back. That's all you gotta do. Let's see if this guy goes back to work. Nah, he's just chilling. Why do you do this, B-Breed? He's going for an attack now. Wait, what is this? We've got an imposter among us. So Timbo, with full vision of this, he can set up a perfect fight in theory, but will he actually manage to do so? That remains to be seen. Now what he should have done is pre-split some units up here and go for a multi-angle engagement. He is streaming in from one angle at the moment. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so. He does get all the tanks, but not quite all the bio. However, I don't think B-Breed can really stick around with just these few bio units. So kind of a stalemate there. And that's going to be good news for Timbo because he is up in economy. B-Breed overstaying his welcome. Gonna lose most of his units here. Gonna lose this tank as well. And I need to point out once again that the Spire has been done for quite a while and no air units in sight. But I don't know if he'll even need them, as the Ling Bane might just be able to close the show. He's not going to commit, however. And somehow he already has +1 flyer attack, but no mutas in sight. In comes the rest of the Ling Bane army, and what are all these SCVs doing? No! Oh! 13 SCVs going down, and is this the end for B-Breed here? GG gets called, and Timbo gonna take his second map.